morning and welcome to Benin Television News at 9. My name is Mercy Upa. The headline: Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission extends 2024 licensing bid round registration. Policeman, a vigilante member killed in Rivers as tension protests spread. And on the foreign scene, Kenyan government scraps most new tax hikes as hundreds protest. The federal government, through the Nigerian Customs Service, has begun a fresh move to clamp down on operators of improperly imported private jets into the country. Consequently, no fewer than 80 operators of private jets are expected to appear at the headquarters of the NCS in Abuja with their aircraft import documents. According to a public notice issued by Customs, the special aircraft import verification exercise, which begins on Wednesday, is expected. We'll go for a short break. We'll come back. We'll bring you this very update and more. Please stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Benin Television News at 9. The federal government, through the Nigerian Customs Service, has begun a fresh move to clamp down on operators of improperly imported private jets into the country. Consequently, no fewer than 80 operators of private jets are expected to appear at the headquarters of the NCS in Abuja with their aircraft import documents. According to a public notice issued by Customs, the special aircraft import verification exercise, which begins on Wednesday, is expected to last for 30 days. According to the notice, owners and operators of private jets in the country are to come with some relevant documents. These include aircraft certification of registration, Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority's Flight Operation Compliance Certificate, NCAA's Maintenance Compliance Certificate, NCAA's permit for non-commercial flights, and temporary import permit, if applicable. The latest plan to clamp down on operators of improperly imported private jets came more than 1 year after the federal government suspended the action. In the past 3 years, the government had planned to recover import duty running into billions of naira from some private jet operators who had used certain technical loopholes to evade the payment of import duty. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC) on Tuesday announced that it has extended the 2024 licensing bid round registration by 10 days. Commission's Chief Executive Officer, Engineer Gbenga Komolulafe, who broke the news in a statement at Abuja, said the extension is to allow interested investors to take advantage of the expanded opportunities. He said data access, data purchase, evaluation, bid, preparation and submission, which was initially scheduled to open on 4th July 2024 and close on 29th November 2024, will now start on 8th July 2024 and close on 29th November 2024 as previously scheduled. Komolafe noted that all other dates in the published 2024 licensing round schedule remain the same unless otherwise communicated. He further explained that in pursuit of the Commission's commitment to derive value from the country's abundant oil and gas reserves and increase production, the Commission has been working assiduously with multi-client companies to undertake more exploratory activities to acquire more data to foster and encourage further investments in the Nigerian upstream sector. The Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, Professor Moji Adeyeye, has warned Nigerians against the storage of cooked food in refrigerators for more than 3 days. She emphasized the potential risks of storing cooked food for extended periods, which could lead to contamination by disease-causing pathogens, ultimately resulting in foodborne illness and even death. This was made known in the statement released on Tuesday by the agency's resident media consultant, Shayo Akintola. The 2024 World Food Safety Day, observed annually on June 7th with the theme Food Safety, Prepare for the Unexpected, serves to raise awareness and advocate for measures to prevent, detect, and manage public health risks associated with unsafe food practices. Adeyeye stressed the need for a robust food safety culture throughout the food supply chain to mitigate hazards and risks effectively. She underscored that food safety is not only essential for public health, but also crucial for economic development and food security. The Association of Resident Doctors General Hospital Ilorin in Kwara State has appealed to Governor Abdulrahman Abdurazik to recruit more medical personnel. Benin Television News at now. We'll go for a break. When we return, we'll bring you more details to the story and more reports. Please stay with us.
Benway Fashion Show Season 3 is here.
It's that time of the year for fashion designers, entrepreneurs, and fashion enthusiasts to shine.
This year, sale of forms for the competition begins from 15th April to 30th June 2024.
Pick a form at Benway Television, located at Special Duties Wing, Government House, Makudi. Form costs 5,000 naira only.
Stage 1 screening begins on the 6th of July 2024. Great prizes await you.
The first prize, 1 million naira. Second prize, 500,000 naira. And third prize, 300,000 naira. All prizes are inclusive of cash and fashion tools. Also, consolation prizes and gift items.
For sponsorship, partnership, and inquiries, please call Benway TV Marketing on 0906 188 9838 or 0703 794 5569.
Benway Fashion Show,
embracing fusion fashion. Benway Fashion Show Season.
The Association of Resident Doctors General Hospital Ilorin in Kwara State has appealed to Governor Abdulrahman Abdurazik to recruit more medical personnel for the facility. The association made the call on Tuesday in a tele message sent to the governor. The resident doctors, in the statement jointly signed by the President and Secretary of the Association, Dr. Usman Abubakar and Dr. Audu Charles, respectively, drew the attention of the governor to the shortage of medical personnel in the hospital, saying that there is an acute shortage of medical staff in the hospital which has hindered services rendered in some departments of the hospital. The doctors, however, congratulated Abdurazik on milestone achievements of the administration, especially on malaria control and passage of the Kwara State Teaching Hospital Bill, among other laudable achievements. A policeman and a member of Muma Security Planning and Advisory Committee, OSPAC, have been feared killed in Omuma local government area of Rivers State. This was coming as tension and protest spread across the 23 local government areas of the state following the expiration of the 3-year tenure of the elected chairman of local governments and ward councillors. There have been reports of shooting by alleged security personnel at the Port Harcourt City LGA Council Secretariat. It was also learned that there were shootings at Obio Akbo, Omohua, Elemi, and Ekana local government areas by unidentified persons. However, at noon it was reported that 2 people have been reportedly gunned down in Omoma local government area following shootings that erupted in the area. A source in the area said policemen attached to the politician in the area had first shot the vigilante members who were in one of the groups that crashed at Omoma Council Secretariat, and that the victims' men had in reprisal taken up security personnel. Similarly, the governor of Rivers State, Siminali Fubara, has, in the face of the crisis rocking local government leadership in the state, summoned an emergency security. Top of the agenda is a crisis rocking the state at the moment, following alleged threats by local government chairman whose tenure elapsed Monday to invade the council secretariat Monday. Fubara said the Security Council meeting was called because of the recent threat to the peace of the state by the outgone chairman of the local government councils. Better Television News at now. We'll go for a brief break. When we return, we'll bring you more updates, especially from the foreign scene. Stay with us.
3 is here.
It's that time of the year for fashion designers, entrepreneurs, and fashion enthusiasts to shine.
This year, sale of forms for the competition begins from 15th April to 30th June 2024.
Pick a form at Bainmate Television, located at Special Duties Wing, Government House, Makudi. Form costs 5,000 Naira only.
Stage 1 screening begins on the 6th of July 2024. Great prizes await you.
The first prize, 1 million Naira. Second prize, 500,000 Naira. And third prize, 300,000 Naira. All prizes are inclusive of cash and fashion tools. Also, consolation prizes and gift items.
For sponsorship, partnership and inquiries, please call Benway TV Marketing on 0906 188 9838 or 0703 794 5569.
Benway Fashion Show,
embracing fusion fashion.
From the foreign scene, Kenya's government on Tuesday walked back plans to impose multiple tax hikes. The presidency said amending a controversial bill that sparked protests where more than a dozen demonstrators were arrested. The East African economic powerhouse has struggled with a cost of living crisis, which critics warned would only worsen under the levies laid out in a bill due to be debated this week and passed before June 30th. Hundreds of mostly young protesters assembled near Parliament on Tuesday with police firing tear gas and making arrests. Hours later, the presidency announced that it would scrap many of the bill's most contentious provisions, including taxes on bread purchases and car ownership. Lawmakers were due to debate the bill on Tuesday afternoon, but postponed the discussion to Wednesday just before the presidency announced the changes following recommendations made by a parliamentary committee. South Korea's military has said that between 20 and 30 North Korean soldiers crossed the border between the two countries early on Tuesday but returned after South Korean forces fired warning shots. The Joint Chiefs of Staff GCS said the incident took place at about 8:30 a.m. Monday when a group of North Korean soldiers in the central parts of the demilitarized zone DMZ crossed the military demarcation line. The GCS said the group quickly returned after South Korean forces fired a warning shot, saying they believed the crossing was not deliberate. A similar incident took place in the central zone of the DMZ just over a week ago. The South Korean military also said that several North Korean soldiers had been injured and or killed in the landmine explosions in the border area, but did not say when the incident took place. The DMZ and the line of control across the Korean peninsula is one of the world's most heavily fortified and mined borders. North Korea said in November that it would abandon a 2018 military agreement with Seoul and move more troops and equipment to the border after South Korea suspended parts of the deal in response to Pyongyang's successful launch of its first military spy satellite. A White House envoy has said amid growing fears of a major conflict between the two sides, the United States is working to prevent a greater war between Israel and Hezbollah. Speaking on Tuesday during a trip to Lebanon, from where the Iran-aligned armed group is engaged in near-daily clashes with Israel, Amos Hochstein said that the U.S. is urgently seeking to calm the conflict that has been threatening to escalate since it started in October with the war in Gaza. Hezbollah and Israel have regularly traded fire across the Israel-Lebanon border over the last 8 months. Last week, the Lebanese group fired hundreds of rockets and drones at Israeli military sites after one of its commanders was killed. Speaking after meeting with Lebanon's Parliament Speaker Nabir Berri, a close ally of Hezbollah, Hochstein called for urgent de-escalation. The U.S. envoy had traveled to Beirut following meetings in Israel on Monday. In Beirut, Hochstein said it is in everyone's interest to resolve the conflict quickly and diplomatically. Hochstein's visit came Hezbollah unilaterally suspended its attacks for 2 days during the Eid al-Adha Muslim holiday, which began on Sunday. But that pause ended on Tuesday with Hezbollah saying that it targeted an Israeli tank with a suicide drone. And that's all of our package this morning. Before we go, here's a recap of the main stories. Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission has extended 2024 licensing bid round registration. Policeman vigilante member killed in Rivers as tension protests spread. Kenya government has scrapped most new tax hikes as hundreds protested. My name is Mercy Upa. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.